Do you think Josh is in the hospital right now?
Who?
Josh.
Josh?
Josh Allen.
Ah, eight. Eight of them. He thought it was a little more on one of them, though.
Cue the intro.
Minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Welcome
0.
back, everybody, to the Get Back podcast. I'm your host, Damian Dusten, here with,
Ayden Jones, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
and welcome to episode 34 of the Get
Shaquille
Back
O'Neal
podcast.
again.
Shaquille again.
Shaq, because Shaq was like that. Two numbers, 34, episode 34. We got
I like that.
a couple of things to go over.
We got a lot of ball to talk
We talked about
actually.
something in the intro that I think was kind of interesting. We talked about Josh Allen basically
Yeah.
being hospitalized
Oh, yeah.
in the Thursday night football game. So I do want to start off with that.
I think we should. It's only right.
It
Because
was
it was a big game.
big game for both teams.
For both teams.
And I will say this: we definitely got blessed on Thursday night football.
We
Again,
did.
We got blessed.
It
We
was
did
a
get
great
blessed,
defensive performance.
for sure.
I think something that I really took out of this was how great the Houston Texans defense really is. And I also took away from the Bills side, they need more offensive playmakers, or they need a better defense. I think the injuries are simply eating at them on the defensive side, and I think their wide receiver core is very weak.
I agree with both. I think the Texans defense, which we've been talking about it for the past 3 weeks, like they're number one. They're right now to me, they are the number one defense in the league. I'm not seeing anybody really mess with that, especially after watching that game. Then the Bills, they have a lot of wide receiver threes, maybe some twos, and they are slowly starting to realize that they need more. They just need more. They need more. I'm looking at this game. Weirdly, if you look at the team stats, you would think that the Bills won. They had more total yards,
Yep.
more passing yards, more rushing yards, more yards per play, and still lost the game.
But you look at the two turnovers that the
Right.
Bills made, those led to points
Yeah.
on the Texans
Right.
side, and that won them the game. So it was the turnover margin.
Right.
I feel like Houston did a good job at not turning over the ball, where I think, you see the interception, the fumble.
Did a good job not turning over the ball and did a good job protecting the ball. They
Absolutely.
had no turnovers for their side either.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
didn't have any turnovers.
And I think it's so tough because now they're on this winning streak with Davis Mills. They're 6-5 now. They're back in the playoff. They're back in the playoff hunt at least. And to be quite honest with you, with this defense, they can maybe punch a ticket to the playoffs, which, in my opinion, putting in CJ Stroud could almost fracture that. And I'm not, yeah, that's how you feel.
No, that's how CJ Stroud feels. It's dropping the ball. It's a little skit that RDC made. RDC, and they were saying like how a backup QB can just start, and they were like, that's a good throw for a backup. That's a really good throw for a backup, and he just like, bro, come on, I'm sort of starter.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. 3 games in a row. The dude is looking nice. He's so calm too. Like he doesn't seem like he gets like too overwhelmed ever. This could possibly be your QB for right now to go to the playoffs.
You know what? I think what he said in the post game just solidifies that CJ will be the starter, though, because he was like, CJ is the starter.
That's
here
how
to serve
all
my
backups
role.
are supposed to talk. That's how all backups
Not
are supposed
necessarily.
to talk. Yes, it is.
If he would have went up on that podium and said, we won 3 games, it feels good. It's up to the coaches.
No, nobody would say that when you know that like you have a starter. Like no,
And they do,
No.
they do. I'm not saying that. I think just now with the
he
rhythm that
he
they
said
have,
all the correct things, and like I
He
said,
did.
he was just overly calm while he said it too, and it made it seem like
Yeah.
that. But he was overly calm. Let's get back to the Bills.
Yeah, I want to
Josh
get back to
Allen
that
got
side.
sacked 8 times. He got sacked 8 times. Like I said, I know he had one play where he thought he was Lamar and he ran back about 20 yards, but everything else, I don't know how much I can blame on him. That was sad to watch.
It was, and he took some hard hits too.
Hard
And
hits,
for
I
a
mean.
quarterback like him who refuses to slide and he's
Right.
going to put his body on the line,
Which I understand.
you at least
man.
have to
You're-
protect
you're
him in the backfield.
6'4", what is he, 6'4", 6'6", or something like that. You're up there, you're bulk. I get it, but sometimes you got to throw it away. You have to make a better decision sometimes.
Yeah, and I think obviously it's on the O-line, but I think it's also on having a weaker receiver room. I
Not even
genuinely
that,
believe that.
You have, like I said, it's a lot of 2s and 3s. I think you have one that has potential to be a 1. I don't know what's going on personally. Keon Coleman, 2 weeks in a row now as a healthy scratch. Obviously, the first one we was possibly missing meetings or whatever. This second one, nobody knows what happened. So that's something that you got to definitely get going because that, like I said, that's potential to be a number 1. Keon's nice. I like Keon.
Yeah, I like Keon too, and I think we saw a lot of James Cook
Yeah,
last this game. That's
and
their
Davis.
offense.
Davis had a little runoff too.
Yeah, but that's their offense right there. It's
Well,
James Cook
when Cook gets going,
and
the team
Allen
is going.
scrambling and
Yeah,
trying to find his receivers to
right.
make a play. And that's basically it. They don't have a
And you know what I am? I forgot his name. Number 14 on the Bills.
Sugar.
No, it's Chris number 10. Number 14. I think it's Davis again or
Gabe
something
Davis.
like that. No,
Gabe
really? Is
Davis.
it really Gabe Davis?
I believe so.
I thought he was third. Either way, I don't think so. But he had a huge game against the Bucks. Like obviously they played great against the Bucks. It was a 32-44
Oh,
game.
Shapers.
There you go.
Shakers. Yeah,
Had a
sure.
great game. Where was he? I didn't see him get the ball at all. Really, like that was somebody who played great against a good team. That's something that you try to start to get going. If he plays good, feed him again. See what that can turn into.
Yeah, I did like what we saw from
Yeah,
Terrell Shavers
yeah.
in that game. I think in that game he beat. I mean, 4 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
It was the length of the catches that like he was catching the deep balls. It looked like Josh Allen was starting to look for him.
And I think with them, they're gonna have to have a wide receiver by committee.
Yeah,
If you're playing
Yeah.
good, we're gonna leave you in there
Yeah.
because we need to give Josh more help.
you do. And like I said earlier, man, it looked like they only built the team to beat the Chiefs, man. They were only building to beat the Chiefs in the regular season. Everybody else, the Falcons, it's looking a little shaky. Yeah, like records, you're still 7-4 regardless. I get that, but it's definitely some games that you should get back. I do want to move on. Or
Okay.
do you have anything else?
I'm ready. No, I'm ready. I totally agree with all your points on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I do want to move on because I feel like this week, just like every other week, it's a lot of surprises where I don't know how well we're gonna do on our picks this week. First game, we got the Colts versus the Chiefs to start off a banger of a Sunday.
I mean, this is a really crazy game
Yeah.
because the implications for both teams. I think obviously it's a bigger game for Kansas City to win.
Yeah,
But if the Colts lose this game, they then are going to fall to 3 losses, where the Patriots and Denver Broncos have only 2. And I think in a tight AFC race right now, that's a brutal loss to have.
it's a brutal loss. I'll say this though, Sauce is going on to a second game where he can actually feel a little bit comfortable. You're coming off of a bye week. Well, I don't know if it was the best bye week. Obviously, the Jags won, Texans won. You're no longer the first in the AFC, but you gotta rest bye week. You got to rest a little bit,
And we'll talk about
and
that in a second as well.
and you get to come back. I will say this: Ward is coming back also on that secondary because that's their main thing. The secondary is possibly their main takeaway that you can actually possibly pick on.
It is, and I think their run game too. It's the defense and
Right.
the run game.
The Colts run game.
The Colts, yeah. The Colts run game is a staple.
I thought you were saying like it was bad. I'm saying their secondaries where they can pick on them.
Oh,
little
yes,
bit,
but I'm
a
saying
little bit. And you're
a
getting
healthy
some
defense
back.
for
exactly
the
you're getting
Colts
them
is
back
just as important as
as
the
their
running
run
offense.
game.
Yes,
I understand. I do get that because that's for sure.
but this is such a big game for Kansas City. A game where they lost to Denver, which
Right.
we'll get about that game in a second, but a game that they were expected to win, and everybody was assuming that they would win that game, to now sitting at just 500
Right.
and to play an Indianapolis team who is, I don't want to say built the same as Denver, but built in the sense
same
they
structure.
can beat you.
Right. Right.
Like we have a really good defense and we do something really good on offense, and that's just how we're going to hit you.
I agree. I think the Chiefs, they're hurting right now. They're
Yeah.
coming off of a big loss. Obviously, you had to go travel to Mile High, and that was a tough game that you had to swallow out a little bit. And then again, like I said, the Colts are coming off of a rest week. Biggest thing for the Chiefs is that they cannot protect Patrick Mahomes. We said it last week. Even
Yep.
with Simmons coming back, it looked just as bad, if not worse. Like I know you played the number one defense. I understand that, but there's something you got to figure out. And their defense, the Colts defense, like I said, it's their secondary, their line and their linebackers, they stop the run.
Yeah.
They stop the run. The Chiefs don't really have a run right now. I didn't see them really run anywhere in the past 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
this could possibly be a tough one for the Chiefs. Right now, I'm giving it to the Colts. I believe the Colts will win. With the secondary coming back and everything.
I think so too. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be another close game. I think it's going to be like the Denver game.
Yeah.
And I think the Colts do get it done. I think by more than a touchdown actually too, with the way that their run game is.
I would say a touchdown. The Chiefs are just they're one dimensional right now. They have no ground game. They're a passing team. If that's not going, or if that's a struggle to get even in the late
Yeah.
game, that's where you have a problem. That's where you have a problem. So
Another game I want to grace on really quick.
yes, sir.
It's at 1:00. And if you read it on the paper,
Yeah.
it's not really going to be like, why is this an important game? But in my opinion, it is. The 9-2 Patriots go against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
This is, forget the Patriots aspect. I want to talk about the Cincinnati aspect really quickly. Joe Burrow was not activated by the 4 p.m. window of the deadline to activate a player, meaning he will not play.
He will not be
The
playing.
assumption is he's going to be back for Thanksgiving. The problem with that is if they lose against a great Patriots team that we've seen this season, they're 9-2, they're basically eliminating themselves from playoff contention. And for you to bring Joe Burrow back with 8 losses, it would simply make no sense. I understand you're paying him. He's supposed to be there to play football. At some point, with a guy like Joe who's been injured multiple times.
Only thing is that you think that this is the best game they're bringing back. Like, I know you're saying that they can possibly, the playoffs is a scratch after that. As your long-term quarterback, you think that that's the best move to make right now to bring him back against the 9-2 Patriots? Mind you, Joe Burrow's elite. We know that he is elite.
And you know
that.
what? If he really was like, man, we have a shot to win this game, and if we win this game, it could change everything. Yeah,
Because I think
this is a playoff game for them. I mean,
This
if
is-
they lose, I
it's a
mean,
playoff
3-8.
but I think
That's
it's personal for Joe Burrow. Like, I think like that's him just wanting to play. I don't know if the coach is wanting to come back that soon. Like that was in September, dog. That's Churchill. That's not
I
something just
understand, but
simple.
you're sitting at 3-7. You lose one more
That's
game, in
the
my
whole
opinion,
point.
you're
You're
done.
sitting at 3-7.
So if you win, I still think you have a chance to at least punch your last ticket in.
I don't know, man. Lamar's came back to the Ravens. They haven't lost a game since.
And that'll be an
The-
interesting
the-
game on
the
Thanksgiving
Steel-
with a fully
exactly.
healthy Joe Burrow.
Steelers are somewhat doing so. I know the Browns aren't doing anything, but that division, I just don't know if that's the best thing for Joe to try to come back and do it at least this game. I don't know, but I do see your point. I see your point.
This is a
I see your
playoff
point.
game. I'm
It's-
sorry,
it
in my
can be,
opinion.
it can be for sure.
Like if they can run they're not going to run the table. But let's just pretend. I mean, Joe Burrow, he's that good. The defense is atrocious, but Joe Burrow is that good. He can put up 45.
That's what I'm saying. In his first game against the Patriots defense, no, I don't think so.
That's
I
been
think
inconsistent a little bit throughout the year.
Joe would possibly finish with maybe 2-1 in the game, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception against the Patriots in his first game back. I don't think that it's gonna be just the. I think like you're thinking he's gonna come back and drop 40 on him. Like that. That's the Patriots.
Never know with Joe Burrow.
Never know Joe Burrow. I get that point. I do get that point. But after injury, I don't know. He's came back from way worse injuries, of course. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mid-season. Another game I do want to talk about at the 1:00 slot. You have it. I'm realizing we have a couple of good games at the 1:00 slot. Vikings versus the Packers. Obviously we have number 9 coming out there. He's had, after calling himself the egotistical number 9, he's saying that he's that good. It has not looked pretty good for the Vikings. Looks like Justin Jefferson is done. He's getting overly mad at the team. I don't know what's going on.
He is, but I don't know. I might there. You might want to start considering Carson Wentz again.
Really?
Yeah, it gets to a point.
Wow.
I mean, if they would have won their last game, we're talking about them potentially like as a playoff team. And the defense travels. Justin Jefferson, the whole offense can get going like we thought they would with JJ McCarthy.
That's the thing. I think that's the reason why the Vikings and Justin Jefferson are so upset. You're coming off a 14-win season
With
last
Sam Darnold.
last season.
Who's a great quarterback.
Sam Darnold. Obviously, he had the 2 or 3 kind of bad recent games, but that's
Great
still
quarterback.
Sam Darnold, who has the Seattle Seahawks with a very good record. He's playing decent, and this is where you actually start to hurt. Like, you kind of start to wonder, did we really put all of our chips into an injured, basically rookie quarterback this time? That does hurt. That does hurt because their defense out there too. Obviously, Brian Flores, he doesn't really let a lot of stuff go. The offense is letting them down.
It is. And you know what's so crazy? When we were talking about this 2024 rookie class with Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, the Drake Mays, like the entire quarterback class, we all too hyped up JJ McCarthy after he had a great Sunday night game week 1.
Yeah.
When he made the comeback, we all were hyping him up. And I think we just need to understand that he was the second worst quarterback taken in that first round. I think we just need to come to terms with that. I think there's only one.
You think it's time?
I think there's only one quarterback that selected that was worse, and that was Penix.
I don't agree. That is so crazy for you to say. I don't understand what your hate is for him because you are the person that literally won him on the Denver Broncos.
At first,
The Packers, they will most likely win this game. Only takeaway I have for them is if they drop the ball nearly half as much as they did last week.
it's going to be because of their
It's-
offense.
Exactly.
It's going to be because of
Exactly.
their offense. And what that will tell us is the Super Bowl contenders that we thought they really were going to be this year. You and I picked them as Super Bowl favorites.
Because you want to know
That's going to
what?
be gone.
Their coaching, even in this last game, I then kind of sat back and watched the game. The coaching wasn't bad. Coaching was they have a good coach. Defense, when they want to show out, they can be a very good defense. It's the offense. It's simply the offense. I think Jordan Love is decent too. It's the wide receivers. Catch the
Yeah,
damn ball.
I just think Romeo Dobbs, the Knicks of the world, like these wide receivers aren't Super Bowl caliber wide receivers. I feel like
You need one, and I think that they tried it. That's why I'm not. You can't be super mad. They tried in the draft. They drafted a wide receiver
Yes.
in the first round. It
and
just
and
isn't
Matthew
looking.
Golden just hasn't been what he thought he was going
But
to
that's the
be.
thing. He has some catches where you're like, all right, hold on, that's a
There's the
first round
potential,
pick.
absolutely.
That's a first round pick. Some other ones you're like, damn, bro, really? Like really?
Yeah,
'Cause I was watching. It was Watson dropping the ball. Golden, like I was like, really? Because they could have won by maybe 14, maybe 21 points last week. So serious, so serious.
Yeah, and I think when we look at this team, we talk about how weak their offensive firepower is, and we're suffering injury to Josh Jacobs.
Right.
The injury to Josh Jacobs too, that takes away your run game.
Of course.
I think it's actually going to be a really tough game against the Vikings. I actually think they do drop the ball here. I just see it. I think they
You think
will
the
drop the ball
Packers?
here.
I don't know, man. You're taking JJ McCarthy to the Lambeau.
I don't think I'm not picking JJ McCarthy.
You're
picking
the Packers offense, letting it go.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You think that the Packers offense would somehow let it go more than
Yes. Because I think
Mm.
Kevin O'Connell can dial up something like a smart plan.
I don't know, man.
And you know what? If you have to
Packers-
put Carson
Packers
Wentz,
coaching
then
is
you know
very
what?
good also. man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just saying if they can come out and run the ball well, JJ short throws,
Yeah.
intermediate throws, don't give him
I
anything
got
too crazy.
I got Aaron Jones starting on my fantasy. Let's hope so too. I agree. I'm gonna stay with that. One other game at the 1 o'clock. So I know we're kind of going through a lot of 1 o'clocks right now. Steelers versus the Bears. I think I'm excited only because I'm starting to slightly become a Caleb Williams fan. I am. He's winning them games at this point. Like him and Ben Johnson are showing what they talked about all off season.
He is, and I'll be honest. I think Caleb Williams is starting to show people why he's at a top. He was the best. He was the number one selected quarterback in the 2024 draft. Because, like I said, I'm going back to that quarterback draft class. This is their year.
Yeah.
They're all doing something.
And it's a sophomore year. So I feel like weirdly it's a lot of sophomore slumps a lot. I'm not seeing as much in this draft class, I'll say.
Yeah, because obviously the injury to Jaden Daniels.
That's what I'm saying. You can take that away. Bo Nix is still Bo Nix is doing Bo Nix right now. Shit. You got this one right here. I will say this. Very good record, like I said. You said number one in the NFC North. You're not playing like look. I want to look at their schedule. Can we both go look at their schedule really quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really quick. I'm looking at it. It's not the greatest group of like teams. Not the greatest club of teams at all.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing like you play the Saints. You're feeling like it just looks like they're kind of getting some pick and win 'ems, but they're winning them games. Like it was times last year or the year before where they had these easy games and they just dropped them. They simply just dropped the ball.
Yeah, and I think it's coaching. I think they always had a good team. They just needed a coach. But you're failing to understand. They're 7-3. They're winning games.
Exactly.
Listen,
and they're winning them.
Regardless of who they play, though. I mean, they're doing what they have to do. So they're showing that they are a good team.
Exactly. And
this is going to be an important game for the Steelers, all because of how the AFC hunt is shaping out. They dropped to 6-5. They have the same record as the Houston Texans.
They do, but you're missing A-Rod with the fracture.
That's what I'm saying. You're missing A-Rod. So the chances of you winning this game are...
Their defense looks phenomenal in some weeks. Then the defense looks like...
it's okay,
It's okay, yeah. It's just sometimes.
And Lord forbid if they're just okay against Caleb Williams, who's proven to be electric this season at times.
Exactly, because he will light them up. Like, he'll let you light them up. And it'd be late in the game. Like he'll start off... maybe a little slow, but that third, fourth quarter, he'll actually light you up. And if say if DeAndre Swift gets going, now the offense is balanced.
With an improved O line, in my opinion, we've
Exactly.
seen that this year.
The most improved O line this whole season. Yes.
Yep.
I'm taking the Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears, man.
And
they go up 8-3.
8-3 would be big, especially with how that division has been playing out. 8-3. For sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Another game I want to talk about is in the 425 slate.
Yes, sir.
Or the 4 o'clock slate.
420.
It's not the game you think I'm going to talk about.
Really? Oh, okay. You are trying to talk about the 4 or 5. Okay.
It's not the game you think I'm talking about
because we will talk about that too.
Okay. I think the Browns and Raiders is an interesting game. And the crazy thing is you weren't expecting that. I think the Browns and Raiders game is quite interesting because there is an element that we have not seen this year. Yeah, you don't need to get excited, but Shador Sanders is going to start in his first NFL game in what was a long-awaited start. I mean, everybody around the league was even asking why he wasn't starting, and I guess we finally get to see. We saw him in a little bit of action where he did throw an interception, sacked twice, QBR rating of 13.4. What were your thoughts on his short performance last week? And then what are your thoughts about him starting for the Cleveland Browns in week 12?
You could have gave me like a warning. I ain't got no jewelry on me to put on my wrist, man. Oh, I do got me a little something. All I'm gonna say, dog, a lot of haters talked about 3 hours after the game until we saw all the day after of all the analysts and all the real sports had break down how that game really looked in Shador Sanders' eyes. And I saw a lot of the stuff get backtracked. Man never had any first round snaps with the first offense. Never got any type of like get to go to actually know that he was going to be playing the game. I don't think that he was fully prepared to play the game, and that wasn't his fault. I think that was a coaching thing that he was not prepared to do.
Do you think with him getting obviously the first team reps this week, how well do you think he'll play against the Raiders?
This should be a game where he can actually show his potential. Only thing I'm scared about is Max Crosby. And I know you're like, he's on the line. He's done in the secondary.
No, I totally understand that.
Max Crosby, I think genuinely possibly, I don't want to say nothing crazy, but the way that he carries that defense one-handed, like it's crazy. Like it's actually crazy because he gets to anybody he wants. He can stop a lot of stuff on the run, which I know that we will be trying to utilize this game too. I'm a little antsy on this game. I'm a little antsy, but I do think that he can actually show some type of potential for Shador Sanders this week.
That's totally fair. I think Shador will have a better performance, obviously, with getting the first team reps and just playing a full game in general.
And you could tell the team likes Shador. Like, yeah. I'm not saying that we hate Gabriel. I'm not saying anything like that because we were actually winning that game when he was in. Yeah, I just think that we just know it could be something better. It could be something. It could be something better for sure.
Now, obviously, with him being out this game, if Shador does play well for the one game, let's say he has a 3-touchdown performance, just total 3 touchdowns, and they win, do you then leave Shador Sanders in, or do you put in Dylan Gabriel after that week?
Next question, bro. Don't ask me nothing like
that. No,
it's
a serious question. It's just a serious question.
Serious, bro. Shador Sanders, if he has even one good game, it's over. Dylan Gabriel has one throw over 26 yards this whole time, like the whole season. The whole season, he has one throw that has connected over 26 yards. You're like, what? Shador Sanders came in, no snap reps with the first offense, and somehow did it in 3 throws. It's over. Like it's over. It's over.
Wow.
It's. I'm just saying it's over, man. It's over, dog.
Okay, another matchup in the NFC I want to talk about is I feel like really important. And it's really important for America's team.
They had the kids beating them up in the schools, man. Yeah. They had the kids punching on them in the schools, man.
The Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys are obviously Eagles are 8-2. Cowboys entering this game 4-5-1. To be 5, well, I don't know how with the tie it works, but you'll be 5-5, 5-5-1.
Yeah, 5-5-1.
You're kind of sort of inserting yourself back into the NFC playoff picture, yeah. I suppose. What are your thoughts on that?
Where they're at right now, I'm not upset with Jerry right now. For as much as I did not think that the 2 moves for the defense really made a change, they made a change.
Yeah.
They simply have improved, and they are somehow stopping the run right now.
Yeah.
Like that's a big thing that they always somehow can fail at, is stopping anybody from running on them, especially where you have a game playing Saquon.
Yeah.
This is important. This is very important. Very important. Hey man, all I'm gonna say is if I'm ass, Saquon Barkley's ass too. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like I just know if I'm not doing good, Saquon Barkley has to be doing just as bad because his number's not up there, right?
That's all
Right?
right. That's how you feel about AJ?
You're a diva, bro. You're a diva, man. Like
AJ
it's
is a diva.
going over its limit. We understand how you feel. It's
Do you
too
think
far.
that do you think that his comments, obviously AJ, for the people who don't know, AJ Brown did make some comments about
More
Saquon
comments,
Barkley,
more comments.
saying that if he's not having a great season,
Then
yeah,
yeah,
basically, what's the
like no,
problem?
if I'm not having a great season,
then
but
Saquon
he's
isn't.
not, why aren't y'all talking about him?
Exactly. And
I think I had to watch it a couple times to really get. I think he's throwing a shot more at Jalen or maybe the coaching or however you want to put that. I think it's more the coaching maybe. So he's just saying the whole team not eating right now. Like most of them are not eating right now. He's just the most vocal about it. That's all. But AJ Brown is a 36 number wide receiver right now. If you want to put in fantasy or stats, or you want to call it, Saquon Barkley is sitting right outside the top 10 and 11. That's not the same. That's not nearly the same at all.
it's not. And I do think, to your point, I think it was more directed at the coaching. I don't think it's necessarily affecting the offense, though. I think it's just them. His comments, I don't think, are indirectly affecting the offense, though. I just think that offense is genuinely struggling. They haven't had a healthy O-line all season. With Saquon obviously not having the best year, I think a guy who has been picking up that slack is Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith,
Smitty has had some great
so
games.
Quiet about it, man.
He is, and that's why they're
so
8-2.
quiet and humble about it.
That's why they're 8-2. They're the number one seed in the
Right.
NFC. Now, here's what I want to talk about with you.
What's up?
Obviously, before we get into the night NFC game, I feel like it's important if we cover the playoff picture right now.
Watch me.
And let's start with the NFC because I feel like we already mentioned the Eagles. The Eagles currently sit at 8-2, and they're number one in the playoff picture. We just talked about the Cowboys potentially making the playoffs. What teams, obviously 2 teams, would you have to eliminate from the playoffs right now to then plug in the Dallas Cowboys?
Ooh.
And I say that because when I see it, I don't really see a lot to pick from.
You know what?
And if I had to pick,
I'm gonna pick one. No, you said 2. I got mine 2. Don't hurt me. I'm gonna say the Carolina Panthers if they have to go up.
but they're not in the playoffs. I'm talking about
you're
in the
talking about
playoffs right
in
now.
the playoffs.
Yes, because I mean they're not in. So who are you taking out? Because somebody's got to go. Like a lot of people have to go for the Cowboys to make it. They're the 10th. They're the 10th seed.
And I don't know, man. I'm looking like, bro. I don't think to take away. What are you gonna say? The Packers? What? Like what? Who are we talking about?
I mean,
they're not taking Seattle. They're not taking out the Bucks. I don't know. But the Bucks have been on a little decline right now. They're not taking out the Bears. They're not taking out the Rams or the Eagles.
So Chicago. They could potentially take Chicago, the number 3 seed.
No,
They could.
no.
With an ultimate collapse.
They have
collapse.
more of a chance with the Bucks, if anybody. Right?
Bucks are going to win that division, though. Unless
Dang,
the Panthers
bro.
do.
Honestly, I'm saying, bro. What if the Panthers somehow do something, man?
Then we're saying that the Bucks don't make the playoffs.
Bro,
and
you see, man. 'Cause
Cowboys.
We ain't talked about it, man. Bryce Young hitting the dab and stuff, man.
Because here's my problem. You want me to be honest?
What's up?
I think the NFC does have some gauntlet superior teams.
Yeah.
I think they're, like I said, I think they're the West.
But their bottoms are bottoms.
Their bad teams are really bad teams.
Like bottom of the barrel. Yeah.
And
We're not doing this, man.
chill. All right, but the thing is, the Lions, obviously, who I think are still going to make it. But the Panthers, Cowboys, Vikings, Cardinals, wow, and the 14 Commanders who are 3-8, a team that went to the NFC Championship game, they're the 14th. I mean, they fell off the planet. To your point, the worst teams in that conference are simply the worst teams.
So
Where I
you
think the
don't
AFC,
think that they can take over the
I don't think they
49ers?
go in. No. I think that the way that the 49ers defense has been playing this year, injured, mind you, injured, they've only gotten healthier ish on the offensive side of the
On
ball.
the offense, on the defense, they're only getting more injured.
But
somehow every
but
week.
somehow that defense is still able to work.
Yeah.
So for some reason they just have great depth in those positions. I think with a win against Carolina, who is also trailing behind them too,
Right.
I think what you're seeing now in the NFC, that's what it's going to be.
And Carolina's about to play. Yeah.
I think honestly, if a team comes out, it's going to be the Packers. It's going to be like the Packers or yeah. It's going to have to be the Packers or I just don't see the 49ers. I actually believe the 49ers would beat the Packers.
Really?
Yeah, I just think with the 49ers, they can put up points on offense. I mean, they have a good offense, and the defense somehow is still functional. Yes, absolutely. I don't think anybody makes.
I'm looking at these standings right now.
I think yeah, you have to take out the Green Bay Packers, especially with a loss. I mean, if they lose to Minnesota, that's big game. I'm telling you. But moving on, I want to talk about something.
What's up?
In the AFC, we have such a closer race. I mean, there are, well, I say closer in the sense because when you look down in the bubble, you see teams that can pull out a win in the division.
Right.
You look at the Ravens sitting at 5-5, who are playing the New York Jets, should be a win. They sit at 5-5. If the Steelers lose to Chicago, it just everything shifts so much.
Just because you're fully just switching and swapping spots with these Steelers.
Yes,
at that point.
and it's so crazy too because then we look down, and this is a big storyline I wanted to talk about in the AFC.
Yep.
The Kansas City Chiefs, as of now, would not be in the playoffs.
I mean, but look at their record.
We're saying they're 5-5, but we're saying this. What has happened with the Chiefs?
I mean, you know what? People have got older. They won too many games, and they had to pay a lot of people that they could not pay, and they left. It's as simple as that. If you look at all teams right now and compare that to that 2023-2022 Chiefs teams, they're all scattered around the league right now. You got Tony Snead playing. Chill.
You talking about Kadarius Toney?
No. Snead, the cornerback.
Oh,
that was really good, bro. He's playing in the Tennessee Titans right now because they paid the man. They paid him, and he said, Chip, I already got that. And he went to the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah,
they're scattered around the league. This is gonna be they're no longer gonna be divisional leaders anymore. That streak is over. I don't know what else you can really give.
Do you think it's more on the defense or the offense?
Offense.
Oh,
yes. And
I agree.
You know what? It's both, but if I had to give him more to one, I'm gonna say offense. The way that they are just letting Patrick Mahomes just get sacked and thrown any way that he wants is not okay. Their defense, you had Chris Jones, obviously. He's starting to come back. That's why I'm only saying that now. At first, it was their defense. Now it's that offense. It has to be.
Right now, betting man in week 12. If you had to place all your chips, do the Chiefs make the playoffs or do they miss the playoffs? Where are you putting all your chips?
Chiefs miss the playoffs. Like I said, I have the Colts winning this game. They're going to be sitting at 5-6 with my knowledge that I said earlier. Going to be 5-6.
27% chance to make the playoffs if with
lose,
a loss.
Exactly, if you lose. So yeah, I don't see it. Who knows with the Chiefs magic that we've seen in the past 5 years? Who knows? But I do think that it's their end of the course.
And on the bubble in the AFC, the Ravens and the Texans can also sneak in and make the playoffs.
The Texans,
which makes it so much harder.
The Ravens will sneak in only because, like we said, bro, they're second already in the AFC North. Lamar has came back. You haven't lost a game. The Steelers are sitting number 4, and that's because they're number 1. That's the only reason. The Texans most likely will be doing something. I think that they will be kicking somebody out of there. I don't know who. This team just looks really different. They look very different right now. So I don't know.
Speaking of a team that looks very different from last year, and a team that I think really has surprised everybody in being the number 1 seed in the AFC is my Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos, man. I'm gonna give you a spotlight right here. I do want to kind of backtrack. Denver Broncos coming off a huge win
Yeah.
against the Kansas City Chiefs with still some injuries. Obviously, you have J.K. out. You had
The
Surtain.
season,
It
yep.
was a lot
No
of
Pat
stuff,
Surtain.
and you still came out with a big dub. My main thing is that they're going into a bye week. Weirdly, this season we have seen a lot of teams after their bye weeks come out pretty strong. Like, I think the bye weeks are very
Absolutely. They're
very
always
good for
beneficial.
teams.
Yeah, yeah.
They're always good for a team, especially after a big one like that where you know that y'all exhausted y'all bodies crazy. I think that you guys will most likely be seeing number one. I know it's been flip flopping with you on the
Wow.
Patriots.
Wow.
I think that bye week just sold it.
Listen, I think that win against the Chiefs was massive for Denver. I think Denver, they made it a mission that we're going to pressure you with 4 and we're going to try to just
Yep.
simply guard everybody out there.
Yes, sir.
They did a great job. I think offensively, we've always given Denver this year offensive we've given them flack on offense because
Yeah.
it simply just hasn't been good.
Right.
I think they're slowly but surely starting to figure it out. And to your point, they're sitting at 9-2. They play on Sunday Night Football next against the Washington Commanders.
You don't play Mariota after what
They're
you
gonna-
just did to the Chiefs 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and I think now when we look at that game, we were so excited about it going into it because we thought it was going to be a Jaden Daniels Bo Nix.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now this is almost a game that the Broncos can say, you know what, let's go 10-2. They're sitting at 10-2. They're obviously going to. It would honestly be surprising if after this week, with how everything shakes out, let's say the Colts lose, whatever happens, why the Broncos don't clinch. With a 10th win for the Patriots and the Broncos to acquire a 10th win, in my opinion, with how everything sits, they would basically be punching their tickets
Right.
into the playoffs in any regard, whether it's wild card or winning their division. And I
So
think both
you guys possibly get to start off with the little rest too for the first week of playoffs. Yeah. You don't think so?
I think it's really going to be hard for the Broncos to keep up the 1 seed. I just say that because of timing. A team always has to lose. You can't just enter. You're not going
A
to enter
team
the
does always have
playoffs.
to lose, but it's the same thing with the Patriots. Patriots also had to have that same mindset.
Absolutely, I do.
I know that they're playing the Bengals next, but
I think I learned a lot more after the Colts Chiefs game and how good the Colts are, because I still think the Chiefs are a good team.
Yeah.
That win, depending on how they win that game, I mean, yeah, Denver could potentially stay number one, and if they did, if the NFL playoffs had to run through Mile High City, there's no reason why the Broncos might not be looking at a Super Bowl appearance.
Winning Super Bowl?
It doesn't matter. Super Bowl appearance.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
what? God forbid they have to play the Eagles, who they've already beat once, and they simply
You think
just
the
don't
Eagles are
fear
going to
them.
the Super Bowl?
They could. They're built the same way, and that's the awesome thing about the NFL. We see blueprint. Broncos and Eagles, both struggling offenses that defense simply carries, and when it matters most, the offense finally steps up. I mean, they're just simply constructed the same. The only difference with the Eagles is they have name players that you know.
Right.
While Bo Nix, Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton, RJ Harvey, those guys' names aren't flashy. They've been doing the same purposeful things
They have, for sure.
that the Eagles offense has been doing.
Troy Franklin is a number one, for sure. For sure.
And I totally agree with that. That's
Sure.
not crazy.
Sure.
Who is your
Young
Super
player.
Bowl prediction right now? And be honest, if it had to run through
it's not
Mile High
about your
City,
Broncos. Like I'm not saying like it's in a bad way or anything like that. Because they possibly could still be in there. I really got to think about that. 'Cause I feel like if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I really would have thought that the Lions would have been one of the teams. Now I don't
just the
think so.
injuries now
That's
just
what I'm saying.
decimated them
Now
so much.
Now I don't think so. So I'm. You know what?
I don't, and you know what? This is no disrespect. I do not see the Patriots making this deep playoff run. Their defense has
We
been
said that
suspect.
last week though, and you laughed at how I called it, but they are a one and done team. I'm not gonna call it what I said last week, but they are a one and done team. I think their easier schedule possibly has that record looking pretty good. To go to the Super Bowl. Oh man.
What? Because what we're gonna say, the Bills and Chiefs,
Yeah, I can't. The Bills are no longer. That's what I'm saying,
Ravens?
So much has changed. No, if the Colts. Ah man. I
Come
don't
on.
know, bro. I want to say Denver Broncos, and I want to say the Colts.
Pick right now. You just
Denver
have to pick.
Broncos versus
Wow.
the
Wow. You have the Denver Broncos winning the Super Bowl. That's the first time you've ever said that out
Denver
loud.
Broncos versus the
The Eagles. That's what I'm
I
saying.
was gonna say,
Who's
it's
beating
possibly
the Eagles?
man. The Eagles are possibly
just find a way
the
to win.
Rams.
I can see that too.
The Rams versus the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl.
That would be
Where
insane.
both teams would generally have a decent chance to win the game. Like it wouldn't be like one-sided. Like
And
that
but
would be a very
But here's the
good game.
thing. So the thing about the Rams is obviously they almost beat the Eagles in the playoffs to advance the Super Bowl. Do you think it's their defense now that just overtakes the Eagles' offense?
I think it's everything. Like the Los Angeles Rams, because I know that's the game I kind of want to talk about last. Obviously, we're coming up to it. That's our 8 o'clock game tomorrow. They're playing the Buccaneers. They're sitting 8-2. It looks like everything just keeps improving for them. Their wide receiver core is great. They're getting runs with Kyron Williams. Their defense is, I mean, the D line is everywhere. I don't understand how you have that many good people on the line. It even looks like Ford is somehow getting just through everybody. It's to that point. So you know what? I do. I think I'll possibly put the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl over the Philadelphia Eagles.
So I said I had the Broncos and the Eagles. You have the Broncos and the Rams.
Broncos and the
Super Bowl?
Rams or the Colts and the Rams.
Who wins? No, you only pick one. I'm asking you who's gonna win. This is our first prediction here.
Broncos versus the Rams. I will be taking
I would take the Rams, honestly. I don't
with
think that's,
just experience, bro.
I
Don't
just
get mad at me,
no,
bro.
I
With just
totally get that.
experience with their defense. Yes, they will be playing the number one defense.
Totally get that.
I really believe that Stafford would just. It wouldn't be easy. No easy game.
No,
at
I
all.
totally get
no
that,
easy
though.
game
Yeah,
at all.
absolutely.
But I do think that Stafford would be getting a second ring.
And I think that their defense, the Rams' defense against the Broncos' offense, is
I think
more
just
of a
getting to Bo.
lopsided.
I just don't think that Bo would have enough time to really be able to just.
I
get that
totally
off.
agree.
I don't know. I don't know.
Now, obviously, I had the Eagles and the Broncos. I will take the Broncos in that one. Because and you know what?
seems
It
like
would
every time
almost
they get
have
in
the same,
playoffs,
and it would always have the same blueprint.
Do
It would.
you believe that they will look better in the playoffs than they do right now? Do you think that
Doesn't
it
matter.
will
They're
simply just be
finally
like
no.
this?
They're gonna play. We saw them fully healthy against the Denver Broncos, and we saw what the offense did.
Yeah, we've also seen them
At
fully
home.
healthy in the playoffs. Like I feel like last
totally
year, like bro, I
understand
feel
that.
like we're solely forgetting that last year they almost went on a 5-game losing streak, bro, before they playoffs.
I understand that. Give me the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
I simply believe they'll make the more important plays when it matters. I can't really bet against this team right now.
If Pat comes back, I can possibly agree.
Yes, and they've done this. They're on a 3-game win streak without Pat Surtain.
Okay.
And Alex Singleton, who's their leading tackle. Oh, and they
That
just
just shows how good your guys' defense is, though.
defense travels in the playoffs. Like
Mhm.
I said. Now this is all super predicated on if the Broncos are the number one
This
seed.
is all super predicated on everything.
Because if the AFC doesn't run through Mile High City, I see the Broncos losing an away game.
2.
Oh, yeah, anybody. They could lose
Eagles?
to anybody away.
Eagles say lose an away game.
Eagles the NFC.
Oh, so I'm true. But that's what I'm saying. Pause. Oh yeah, you're right. So that you get any away game for all AFC, they're losing everything.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying they have a chance to lose.
Okay.
I just genuinely think in Mile High they're undefeated.
I really feel like my Super Bowl prediction just doesn't sound right now. But honestly,
that's it. That's the
I feel like that's how this whole year has been, where we just every team that you wouldn't think is up there right now.
And it's almost like that with the NBA.
It is. I ain't gonna front.
And the thing is, who would have thought that a team that made the NBA Finals last year, obviously you don't have their best player anymore, lost their center. The 1-14 Indiana Pacers.
2-14.
2-14.
You better not take that win away from them.
You can't. And
2-14, man.
this NBA season has been awesome. I just want to start off by saying that whether it's Prime, the Peacock, they've done a great job this season at making basketball seem fun again.
Peacock and NBC have had NBA basketball rejuvenated. The fact that they are starting
awesome
to
to
do
watch.
the NBA intros, like the NFL intros, where they say they colleges and everything, that's prime. Like come on, that's awesome. That is awesome.
And it's awesome to watch, man. It
I
really is.
I know we will get into the West because obviously the West is the West. We know where you stand at over there. The
Absolutely.
East is starting to cook up at least in the top 10. In the top 10, I'm starting to actually look like, hold on.
It
Like
is. We're seeing some movement.
exactly. The 10 could honestly beat the number 3. The 10 could possibly beat the number 1 on a good night. It's starting to look like that because we know who sits at number 10.
Can I start off with one team that I really want to talk about in the East, though?
I kind of want to talk about one team too. I really hope that we're thinking about the same people. 3, 2,
2, 1.
1.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Raptors. The Raptors are number 2.
They are.
Raptors with Brandon Ingram playing out of his mind.
They
right
are.
now.
He's absolutely playing out of his
Brandon,
mind.
bro. He
But
has
I'm
Glorilla on the side.
here's why.
30.
But here's why I say
Big
the Philadelphia 76ers, and I apologize. But 2 games ago, I did see Paul George
Start off the game.
give a really good game.
Yes.
If
Start off 4 for 4.
I'm-
All eclipse
20
Paul George shots too.
21 points, 5
You're
rebounds.
talking about the wrong person, Mr. Tyrese Maxey, man.
Exactly.
He dropped
And Tyrese
54, man. He's a superstar.
Um,
Tyrese Maxey. No, I want to talk about it. Tyrese Maxey is a superstar.
He is a
He's a
superstar.
star. He knows that he is going to be the face of the 76ers. I get Paul George coming back.
Yeah,
Joel Embiid.
I mean, people forget
Sayonara. It's over, man.
Tyrese Maxey is the second leading scorer in the NBA at 33.4 points per game.
54 new career high with the braids on, like Iverson in Philly.
And the return of Jared McCain,
He was
VJ
good.
Eskimo. I mean,
The
their team
generator.
is very guard deep. So I think having Joel will actually help when he's
They
healthy.
are, but the guards defend. The guards know how to defend too. Like it's not just like you're gonna just run over them.
I think come playoff time, because I think they will have a playoff push this year. I think the chemistry is just there this year.
I would hope so.
I genuinely believe with a healthy Embiid, it can be a scary sleeper team in the
Yeah.
playoffs. We always talk about Cleveland. We talk about the Knicks. We talk about Milwaukee come towards the end of playoff time.
Yeah,
Obviously not
yeah.
right now, but we always talk about them because of the likes of Giannis. With a healthy Embiid, the 76ers have reinserted themselves in that mix.
Yeah.
And
for
a
sure.
series between anybody healthy would be an interesting series, in my opinion.
It would. Can
But
we
let's
go-
get into your
can we also-
Toronto
can
Raptors.
we go back to my Raptors, man? Like, bro, number 2, you're sitting at number 5 in points per game. You're getting second in assists per game. Their offense is looking out of this world. I mean, completely out of this world. I know Brandon Ingram is doing what he has to do, and he's a superstar also. I believe so. Dog, the whole team is eating. RJ Barrett, he had, I think, 12 of I guess 26 points in the third quarter alone last
Yeah.
night. That is good play. Like they're simply getting everybody involved. They're beating very decent teams in
Yeah.
close games down the stretch. Like down the stretch, and bonus point. Honestly, I'm gonna say it real quick. I think that they have behind my Cleveland Cavaliers, they have some of the best throwback jerseys right now in the whole
Oh,
league.
for sure.
I'm sorry, those jerseys are perfect. I don't think there's nothing else you could have did to it.
I'll say this. I think they're a very good defensive team too.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of what Scotty Barnes been doing. He's just averaging just a little under 20 points a
Yep.
game by 8 rebounds, 5 assists. He's kind of doing it all right now. And man, Brandon Xavier Ingram. I mean, Brandon Xavier Ingram averaging 21 points, 6 rebounds, 4
Yep.
assists. He's just hooping, to your point. Guys like RJ, Grady, Jakob Poeltl. I mean, let's not act like Jeremy.
it's
It's
cooking, and
it's
you
a
wanna know
good
what?
team, and especially in the East with the way
I-
that the East is built.
Exactly.
I feel like it's way more important to have a bunch of good players instead of two just great players.
Just great ones. Yeah, I will say this: on the road and at home, they look no different. I feel like for a lot of teams, that's a struggle. It looks like on the road they may even be a little bit better, which that's a scratch of how good they're at home.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
they're playing both ways, both sides. Crazy team. That's why I had to get into them before I even got into anybody else. Number 2.
No, I do want to jump into a team that I think surprised everybody from the beginning of the year. Obviously, we've seen them play. We understand why they're winning games. The Detroit Pistons.
Yeah.
They are the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. If the playoffs were to start right now, it would run through
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yes, it would.
When you look at this Detroit team, does it remind you of that grittiness from the Bad Boys and the Rip Hamilton teams of the world, or does this team have a different type of identity?
Definitely a different type. I think if you want to call the Bad Boys, you're saying it maybe because of their bigs. That's pot stew and Duren again. I think that this is more of a new modern team rebuild. This is a OKC, maybe a new Orlando Magic type of rebuild that I think teams are starting to actually follow, and they're somewhat matching that out. It's matching it out. Cade's little interview with Kevin Durant made me really just. I'm already a Cade fan, but Cade he wanted him once, man. He is one of them ones. Like we're talking about all pro, all first team.
Oh,
He
absolutely.
may
I
be
mean,
getting
27 points per game, 10
yeah,
assists, 5 rebounds. I mean, he's been awesome this year.
and
Especially, but Jalen
he
Duren,
just a leader, bro.
he is. But I think Jalen Duren is a huge
A
story
grown
too.
ass man.
20 points, 12 rebounds.
Grown man.
I mean, he has been such a huge lift
I
for
love
this
the,
Detroit
he
offense
getting a
and
lot of love
defense.
though. He getting love from around
He
the
is.
league right now because he deserves it. He's always been a bucket, and you wanna know what? I got. I don't know if this is a good comparison. He plays like a taller Bam Adebayo. Is that good? No,
I can rock
because
with
like
that.
he can honestly knock down a shot and get a dribble off. But bro, don't let him get in the paint. Don't let him get in the paint because he will torture you. He will fully torture you in the paint.
Absolutely. Uh, man, one more thing I want to talk about the Eastern Conference is this is a little curveball for you. It's I don't want to say it's a game. I just want your prediction, your pick. 8 through 11, 11 through 15 in the Eastern Conference. You had to bet your chips on one of those teams making the
Yeah.
playoffs. Who is it?
I want to do 12 through 15 because the Boston Celtics, I really feel like that's not fair. If we had to do the
No, it is it not fair?
they're 8-8. No, they have the same record as the number 10, and then one more loss than the number 9
I could see
and
them
the
trade
number
Jalen
8
Brown
and
this
the
year.
number 7.
I could see them trade Jalen Brown this year.
To who?
The Atlanta Hawks.
He want to play there. Like he wants to play there, but for who? Because like I said, I need a Dyson Daniels,
Okongwu.
a Kongu, and
You should no. That's a lot.
that's
but
your
it's
number
not.
1 pick. You can't trade your number 1 pick that's averaging 14. Doesn't get talked about, but he still averages 14.
Can't trade Nikhil.
I need your number 2. I need your number 2, second round pick, a Kongu, and Dyson Daniels. I
And
feel
a
like
first
Dyson
round
Daniels-
pick.
No, a second round pick.
No, and a first round pick.
Second round pick. I don't think you understand how good Dyson Daniels is. bro.
Dyson Daniels is an amazing defender. He's an amazing defender, and
That can also score the ball.
they can also score sometimes.
And a second round pick. And a
I'm gonna need a
Kongu.
first and a Kongwu, yeah. First a Kong, yeah. And you know
Because
that.
Jalen Brown wants to play in Atlanta. We know that that's an Atlanta native. He wants to play here for sure. And I mean, you think about that right there, Chris Porzingis, Jalen Brown, Trey Young, still got Jalen Johnson. You got your little bench.
Are you ready for my insane bold prediction? The Indiana Pacers will make it to the NBA playoffs.
You're crazy. The Charlotte Hornets will be making it into the NBA playoffs.
No.
Yes, they will.
No.
Yes, they will. Charlotte Hornets are I'm not gonna say very good. When you watch their games, you are almost surprised how they're losing. You are almost surprised that they are losing games because they play good, bro. They're not a bad team.
Conker Nipple's really good.
He's amazing, bro. You still got Miles Bridges that's hooping. Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball. Is the trade rumors true? If so, I have a question. Where will LaMelo Ball end up right now if those trade rumors are true? Which he denied, but all players do that. Where do you want to see LaMelo at? Is he more of an East or a West player? You know where his daddy want him at. He said he wants Zoe and him on the Clippers. He said he wanted him a chip if he goes to Clippers
All
for
right.
Zoe.
Yeah. Where would LaMelo Ball go?
LaMelo Ball requesting a trade. Could be fake news. But where is he going to go? Could LaMelo Ball go to the Miami Heat, who are sitting number 5 in the East right now?
Absolutely not. I hate that trade.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I don't think LaMelo's a winner.
And you know what? That's okay. I think that
I
if
think he's a great player. I just don't think he's a winner. He's not a winning basketball player. He's not like a
you think-
player that you're gonna like win games with.
he just gets
He
his,
hoops.
He gets his stats. and
He's
he
a
hoops.
great showman. Like the behind the back, the dribble. I promise you, he will not win you a game. He's
Dog,
not gonna like win you a
I think
basketball
that
game.
he is a new gen player. He's a new
Oh,
gen
for
player
sure. He is a player. He's a player-oriented player.
There you go.
He is not a team-oriented
he's a
basketball
2K
player.
oriented player.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
He's a 2K my career player. That
I
you
think
just
right
gotta play
now
real life.
he's in NBA prison, in Charlotte. Like the
I don't think
Charlotte,
so, man. I think that he low key love playing in Charlotte. I'm being so serious. I think that he loves playing in Charlotte.
you know what's bad when we're talking
'Cause-
about LaMelo.
Not really. I mean, if he requested a trade, it seemed like it got a lot of likes for the social media reports. So I mean, I'm just asking where you think that he would possibly land if he did request a trade. Because we're looking at straight East teams, no West teams want him. Damn.
You do a
Damn.
you
No
do a
team
Ja
interested.
you do a Ja LaMelo swap.
For the Memphis Grizzlies, I'm like, okay. For the Charlotte Hornets, give me Ja. Gang, I'm still a Ja fan. I don't care.
I understand, but that makes the most sense.
Ja is crazy.
A LaMelo for Ja
Doesn't make the
swap.
most sense for Memphis, bro. Memphis, you're gonna trade Ja for LaMelo for what? You're gaining nothing at all. Charlotte Hornets are gaining something.
I feel you.
Who's a
It'd be
better player
interesting.
right now? Ja Morant.
Ja, absolutely.
Okay,
Ja.
so like
Ja's not a
Charlotte
winner either.
Hornets.
Ja's not a winner like that. Like I'm glad he was able to win the 50-something games the regular season 2-3 years ago. I just don't look at them like that anymore. I don't look at them like that
Moving
anymore.
on to the Western.
I'm fine in the
Conference.
West.
Moving on to the
I'm
Western.
fine in the
Conference.
West.
That,
Speaking
I
of-
feel like that's crazy to say, man.
Speaking of-
like we've seen that man go head to head in playoff series, and we're saying that he's not a winner.
It's not a winner like that.
Like I think we're
He's more of a winner. Sure.
Off
You know
the
what?
basketball
He's more
court,
of a-
he's not a winner.
He's
He's
more.
not a winner off the basketball
he-
court. Or when he gets on the court,
He's
always been nice.
he's a
Don't-
winner against
don't,
like.
don't.
Hold on. He's a
'Cause
winner
he-
against. He's a. Ja's a better winner than LaMelo, obviously.
Obviously, but we're seeing it like you're acting like he would be sitting at 8. You realize that the Grizzlies were always sitting at number 2 or number 1 in the West for like 3 years
Regular
straight.
season, yeah,
Before regular season, no matter what, he was going
Yeah.
to playoff series doing the same thing.
I understand.
He went to the playoff series doing the same exact thing. You're crazy.
I'm saying that could make sense. Though.
That the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Los Angeles Lakers series is possibly one of the best that I've seen in recent years, except for the Warriors series.
That's
I
fair.
swear.
That's fair
I'm so
enough to say.
serious. I'm being so serious.
We're talking about the West a lot.
We are talking
gotta
about the
move on
West.
to the West.
We got to. And I do want to build up to your team because I know we kind of say the same thing every single week. I don't think that this is ever going to change. It's not going to change for OKC. This is going to be a team that we may have to like really look and see how they can possibly get 5 to 6 losses this year. Bro, because I'm being honest, you have to look for losses in your record, do you not? Because I know
I didn't think we were gonna lose
we
against
know
the
it could be those
Trailblazers.
games where it's just like, okay, maybe it's a off night. When? Damn, like when are you guys gonna have it? Y'all have one.
Because
When?
OKC actually went down yesterday 8 by 18 points against the Kings.
We
And then
got 'em,
they
guys.
in
We
the
got 'em.
in the fourth quarter they proceeded to go on like this 30-4
Hooray.
run. And OKC they had a win margin by 50. So meaning they like won the game
Yeah,
by
man,
50.
Yeah.
From the point
it's
that-
not fair, bro.
They went up 18, which is crazy. I think listen, if there's an S and A tier, I think there's only one team in the S tier right now. And I think that's pretty fair to say, especially after last night when the Denver Nuggets and Houston Rockets gave us a great game.
No explanation. I do agree, bro. They're doing this all against Western like they're 12-1 against Western Conference. Like the
Th-
Western Conference.
They are. And then I think something that really stands out to me the most that I think a lot of people overlook, to the people who don't watch OKC, because obviously that's a cult. Like to be an OKC fan, it's part like a
I
cult now.
promise you, this is almost like Ohio State football. It's boring to watch sometimes because you're that good. And I don't mean that no disrespect. You guys are that good where an OKC fan has to really sit down and just watch the game.
Yeah.
It's simple.
I'll say this: they're playing without Jalen Williams. They haven't had their team like in one piece for it. Like I don't think one game this year. I don't think they've had like a full roster one game this year.
Don't need to. And honestly, it may be more of a challenge to see that all get put together for Sam because that's going to be hard to somehow add them all into a game.
Just keep AJ Mitchell. They have to keep AJ Mitchell. I mean, AJ Mitchell has been, I think, the story for OKC.
That boy Shay, he had a video and they had asked him, he was like, who do you think is the best defender on the OKC Thunder right now? And he was like, he only had to think for like 30 seconds. He was like, you know what? We got 5 of them. He was like, we got Queso. Obviously,
Caruso,
if you want turnovers and steals. He's like, you got Caruso if you want somebody to just run around the floor and just be a ball hawk to whoever. He's like, you got Lou Dort if you just need anything. He's like, he's just going to be your lockup. It's like, you got Chet who will always be the rim protector, even if he's not somehow there.
Yeah.
He was like, you got Hart. That's just somehow always at the rim, just waiting. And I thought about it and I said, damn, the best defensive built team in the past 10 years.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I think, especially when they get a player who was all defensive third team and Jalen Williams back. I mean, to your point, yeah, I really do have to look at this schedule and look for losses.
Who was ahead of him for
Who?
him to be third team?
Lou Dort was first team. I'm not even sure. Lou Dort
Who
was
was the
first team.
second though?
Not sure.
Because he was third.
He was the third all defensive player. Yep.
What position is he?
Or you know what? He might have been He was
That's
third
what I'm
all
saying.
NBA.
Yeah, he had to be second all defense.
Second all defense.
No way. I had to think like, hold on, bro, really?
I had to think a little
Because
bit
if
too.
so, then that's wrong. That's wrong. He really should have been number 2. If so, moving on from the Denver. I almost said the Denver Thunder. Moving on
First team all defense.
He was
First team all
Lou
defense.
Dort was first team all defense.
Oh, one all. Hold on.
Yeah, we're talking. I think you're talking about the number.
Yes.
The team.
He is second team all defense.
Second team. Okay.
My apologies.
Okay, yeah. I was. Hold on. Moving on. I kind of want to get into Denver. I feel like we. What you got to say about Denver? You got anything to really talk about?
Yeah. Denver. Jokic is the MVP of the league.
Oh,
That's what you have to talk about.
oh.
Nikola Jokic is going to win MVP of the league. He's the
Because he's
best player in the
winning
NBA.
almost everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's one of the best players in the league. He's the reason why the Denver Nuggets are 12-3. I will say this though, their bench recently has drastically improved. It took a little bit of a dip down. The last 4 or 5 games.
Yeah. It took a dip down for some players, but then you got something from some other players that were not.
Peyton Watson 2 games ago dropped 32 and 13.
Yeah.
Peyton Watson.
Nice.
He's nice defensively, but to drop 32 points, very impressive. To drop 32 points was not something that I had seen.
32
from him.
points is the new like 20.
All
Stop.
right,
Oh
chill out.
wait, we're
The new
gonna say it's
20?
not.
Inflation of the points. I mean, I can understand.
It isn't?
I can understand.
Yeah, okay. Oh, for him, okay. What 25? Like that's like 25 for him.
That's like 25, 27.
No, by like 23, 25 in 2016 NBA basketball terms, the man scored 20 points. He scored 20 points in a game.
But
I'm
they
sorry.
have a good bench.
Yeah, for sure.
I do think, like I said, if there's an S and A tier, there's only one team in each. S, Oklahoma City. A, Denver Nuggets. And then B, C, D, all that.
Oh,
Everybody else. And you can, there's
everybody
probably
else.
like, the Spurs, the Lakers right now are still winning games. Houston. But I genuinely believe there's OKC, there's Denver, and then there's everybody else scattered up in a category. I will ask you this, though.
Mhm.
I ask you this about the East. When you look through 11 through 15, who goes to the playoffs?
I want to say 2 teams.
You can't put the Clippers there.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Oklahoma City owns their pick as well. The Clippers pick.
I'm gonna say we're gonna go back. I'm gonna say the Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies make
Memphis
playoffs?
Grizzlies make the
Is this
playoffs.
with or without Ja? Or is it with LaMelo Ball?
Shut up, bro. This is with Ja Morant. Ja Morant, they're sitting 5-11 right now. Like once again, if we look at the number 10, they're 1 loss right behind, just like the East. So if it flip flops, they can go with Ja Morant. You little haters, don't look at me like that. Don't look.
So it's not with LaMelo. That's not a LaMelo-led Memphis team.
Oh, bro, if we're talking about a trade, who do they have on the team right now? Do they have
Jaren
LaMelo Ball or Ja Morant?
Ja Morant.
Okay, so that's what we're saying is leading them to the playoffs. You're a weirdo. Shut up, bro. Shut up. A team I do want to talk. You're so weird. Don't shut up, bro. Team I do want to talk about. Houston Rockets, man. Kevin Durant looked like he is like a. What is the rat called in Ninja Turtles, bro?
Oh God, I have no.
What is the
no
rat,
idea.
bro? He's
But
doing that to him, bro.
but-
He's leading all of those young cats into superstars.
Yeah,
Into
I mean their
superstars.
loss last night against Denver. It was a super tight, close
Yeah,
game.
for sure.
I think if I had to like point to one thing of why they lost, they didn't shoot necessarily well. But I mean, obviously Kevin Durant didn't have a good game. He only had 13 points.
Right. I'm not just looking at that one game. Like they took.
I know, we're not looking at
3-point
that one
loss to
game.
The Denver Nuggets.
They did very true. But when we look at them, we're looking at them probably potentially playing them in the playoffs in a 7-game series.
But I think that 7-game series, Kevin Durant didn't play that good. You lost by 3 points.
Şengün didn't play amazing either.
Exactly, and you lost by 3 points. You're sitting 3rd in points per game, 1st in rebounds,
But I also look
5th
at the,
in come on.
but also look at the Denver side. They didn't have Aaron Gordon.
I feel that. I do feel that.
That's why I think it's really just going to come down to Denver and OKC. Because like you said though, KD has been playing well. Şengün.
And their bench, when they come into the game, are starting to heat up. Like
So here's my
I was
question
hurt.
to you: where could they go in the playoffs?
This depends all on the guard. Who is going to run their guard? If they have a nice guard,
I meant the whole time.
second round. Who do they beat in the first?
Memphis.
Yeah, second round.
Or no, not Memphis, because I think Memphis is gonna be like the 8th seed. I would probably say that's a really good question. I should have had this. Houston could potentially lose to like a Golden State or like
They can lose to a Golden State, but do I think they beat the Timberwolves? Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I can see that. That'd be interesting.
Timberwolves.
Is there any way
is-
that the Houston Rockets can go to the Western Conference Finals?
No, not with no guard. No.
You think even if our man improves a little bit?
That's a lot you're asking for second year or for a third year player. Man.
What if they start Reed Shepard?
Reed Shepard? That's what I'm saying. He's starting.
He
to
dropped
get his
27 last
confidence
night.
back. And the only thing with him is that he's a defensive liability.
We saw that in the first game of the season
Yeah.
when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander literally targeted him.
But
So in the
we're talking about
playoffs-
first game against MVP.
so here's the
it's
thing.
every game that he's
Would
a
you
defensive
rather have
liability.
the 5 that they have on the floor now with no guard, with no traditional guard, build this chemistry for the playoffs, and then you're a big team in the playoffs? I feel like that could be dangerous.
It is dangerous because it's already dangerous. Like it's dangerous right now. It's like they're sitting 10-4 after a loss. Like it's already dangerous for sure. Just when you're playing playoff teams where they're not just playing you one time and then they play the next team. Like you're regular seasons where you get a scouting report for 24 hours and that's it. You play them and the game's over with, bro. Playoffs, that's a whole different thing. You're playing them back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
You lose one game, you figured it out. Go back.
Here's my last question to you before we wrap things up, because I feel like we've been talking a lot about champion today. Who's going to be the champion? Who's going to go to the Super Bowl? In your NBA Finals, who's going? Who's winning?
OKC Thunder versus the
Wow, that was quick.
stop. We know that's gonna be a back to back. Like that's the thing, bro. We don't gotta sugarcoat nothing for you, bro. I know what y'all gonna do, bro. You can touch the hat. We know that y'all gonna be going back to back, no matter who y'all play in the East. If it goes to the East, I'm gonna say I really want to be a stronger big man and say Detroit Pistons, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just don't think that they're a year away.
That's not, I think that they're maybe one.
They need their Dallas Mavericks loss,
They
like
do.
OKC.
They do for sure. This could be our year, man. This could be our year, bro. I'm so hurt. Cleveland Cavaliers is not the New York Knicks. Cleveland Cavaliers versus the OKC Thunder. Bang out.
And who wins?
Oh.
OKC. Thank you for
Thank
choosing
you
the
for
Get Back
tuning in,
podcast.
man. We're not gonna
podcast.
talk no more about this.
I'm
Thank you
Damian
so much.
Dusten.
Ayden Jones. Thank you, ladies.
Peace.